Welcome back, everybody, to the Ag Leaders on Air podcast. If you're watching via video, you know we have a very special guest with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I would love to. So, hi everyone. My name's Chloe Zittergruen. I'm currently serving as the state president this year for the Iowa FFA Association, and I just wrapped up a chapter visit here at the Carroll area chapter. So, it's exciting being able to come for the day and spend some time.
Yeah.
So you want to tell us a little bit about your SAE? I know it's like basically a business. So
So I've got about 5 different SAE projects that I've had through high school, but my main one that is still in the works is my flower production. So it started out as a paid placement floral internship with my ag teacher when I was in 8th, 9th grade, and then it transitioned into he gave me a few dahlia tubers. And I got started growing dahlias, so it was just kind of unpaid placement of me growing them. I'd show them at the state fair, county fair, just kind of fill the vases for my family. And then someone had asked me, at that point I had about 90 dahlias that I was growing. Hey, would you ever be interested in selling some? Could we buy some from you? And I was like, sure, I mean, why not? I'm already growing them. Mm-hmm. So that project of from a paid placement to an unpaid placement to then an entrepreneurship. I have my LLC in the state of Iowa. My business now is called 140th Street Blooms. I started with 9 dahlias, and now I have over 1,700 in the ground right now.
Wow.
That's
just
crazy.
a few.
So
Just a few.
You brought me to the state fair, and I went to pick up some of our ribbons and stuff. So how many did you end up bringing home from the state fair?
Ribbons?
Yeah.
Oh. My mom texted me a number. She's a numbers person. Let me search in her text. Maybe if I can spell. This one. Sunday, August 10th, she sent me this. So I had 25 blues, 34 reds, 12 whites, and then I got 8th in 3 classes, 7th in 1, 6th in 1, 5th in 1, 5 Grand Champion rosettes, 3 like the lighter purple reserve champion rosettes, the Grand Champion showmanship ribbon, and then my chapter got a ribbon. So 92.
Wow.
Off of I had 86 entries.
86
Okay.
entries. Because you walked in with, like, if I'm correct, like 5-gallon buckets of just flowers, kind of, or just was it a couple?
12.
12?
12
Right,
buckets.
right.
12.
Right.
I can always send photos if you wanted to add them into the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I was going to ask
Yeah.
after, but
just a few. But
Just a few.
the reason I bring so many up to state fair is, for those who are not aware, our Iowa FFA state officers spend 15 consecutive days living on the state fairgrounds, and we really don't go home. So our state fair runs from a Thursday all the way, it's 10 days long, all the way until Sunday. And so as state officers, we are on the fairgrounds. If it starts on Thursday, we're on the fairgrounds Sunday before. And then we're live on the fairgrounds from there. So I don't have the opportunity to go home and say, oh, yep, I want to pick this red ball dahlia from the red ball dahlia class, because you can only enter 2 per color per category. So I'm like, I can't go home and individually sort through them. So I pick as many as I can ahead of leading up to state fair, and my dad's meat cooler turns into a walk-in flower cooler for the week. And so then I start throwing them in there, and then God bless my mother and my first ag teacher. They spent like 4 hours cutting flowers.
Jeez.
And then they just bring them all up, and I pick through what looks the best, and that then I end up with a lot of extras. But yeah, just a few.
Just a few.
Yes.
So you brought it like a couple hundred, so you could pick 89.
And it's honestly kind of a time crunch.
Yeah.
I run out of time because by the time you get them placed and then you figure out what category you want to put them in, and I had my sister help me write tags out because I don't know what I'm going to be having brought up or what's still going to be in great condition or in show condition. So I'm like, well, we're just going to run with what I have.
Yep.
So 86 entries.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Yeah, I was asking.
That's what I tell myself.
Yep.
Just a few.
I was asking around to our officers. I'm like, hey, what do you want to know? And Meredith, she's like, ask about the flowers. I'm like, definitely. She also said that you had some driving difficulties today here. Carol?
Oh my gosh.
Word spreads very quickly.
Oh my god.
We don't even have our phones, and this is how fast it spreads. What happened?
So we had about 2 hours for lunch because Aishad goes and teaches
Yeah.
science. And we were at Napoli's. That's the Italian restaurant,
Yeah.
right? So we're at Napoli's. And in the middle of the parking lot, there's a little concrete curb. It's not very it's not very big, but I was parked up against it, but I was all the way far left of it. So my wheels aligned with it, but I could not see it from in the car or when I got in the car because my car was blocking it. And so when I got in the car, I didn't put it in reverse. I just put it in drive and
Did you just go straight over?
yep, all four wheels. I'm like, you're already over it. You can't just stop.
You can't stop. Going back would be difficult too.
Poor Tucker. He's one of the district officers that
Yeah.
was here today. It was me, Kelsey Greenslade. She's our South Central Vice President, State Vice President, and then Tucker Olson. He is the Southwest District Treasurer. So it was all of us in the car. Tucker's in the back seat, and look, he had his seatbelt on, but he looked at me like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna die." No,
Tucker's
we all made
a very
it.
interesting person.
Oh.
We met him during the district interviews. We had some productive, unproductive conversations. But
Yeah.
yes.
I think interviews. I remember him being in like a sling cast, something
Yeah.
wrestling involved, but
Yeah.
it we got a story to tell out of it, and
Yeah.
my car's fine, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
At least you don't have like an Impala of some kind that would have taken the entire bottom off of it.
I could and I'm 3 hours from home, so I could
Yeah.
only imagine the phone call to my father.
Hey.
Dad, this actually happened today. But that would not be good.
No.
Word does spread fast. Wow.
Yeah, it's very quick because we have, I think, at least to Kemper, word spreads really fast. Because I heard about Brennan's like the period after, and then I heard about other things when I got to 7th period, and yeah, I hear a lot, and I'm not even here. I know almost everything that happens here, and I'm not here.
So for some background on Brennan today, for those of you who haven't actually heard the full story, we have an activity. It's like a communication teamwork activity where we have someone who volunteers. They don't know what they're doing quite yet, and they end up being fed pudding by someone who's blindfolded. And so then there's one person that has a trash bag on that's being fed pudding, one person with a blindfold on that is feeding the pudding, and then one person that's just perfectly normal standing there giving like directions on up, down, left, right on where to put the pudding. Brendan got the pudding in his mouth, starts hysterically laughing, chokes on the pudding. It comes back out, and luckily his trash bag was kind of like bib style. It wasn't just like full like coat over him.
Yeah.
So he like spits it out. It's on the floor. It's down his chin, down in the bib. He's hysterically laughing as it's like going everywhere. So that was round one. Then continues to start laughing again as he's eating. I think it happened like 3 times consecutively in a row.
Yeah, and from what I heard, he's like, yeah, we would have been doing fine, but I kept choking and laughing, so like I couldn't do anything. It was because it was Carter and Joe, I think. That was
Joe
with him.
was feeding him, and I think Joe was like hysterically laughing, even though you couldn't even see what was going on.
Yeah.
It was an entertaining sight.
It was entertaining, and I wasn't even here. I was just like, oh my god.
That's probably one of my favorite activities because kids get so into it. I was at Audubon on Monday with Lauren Comas. She's a district officer for Southwest, and we were doing it. One of the kids, poor guy, he was paired up with one of his friends, and then another one of his friends was telling them where to go. Well, they intentionally painted him with the pudding. He did not have a single drop of pudding in his mouth, and that cup was clear. They like full face paint, like in his nose, everywhere.
Oh no.
I mean, the kid was a good sport, which helps.
Yeah.
Poor Craig. But it is an entertaining activity.
Yeah.
And when you can just sit back and do nothing for, and it's just like
Laugh.
Yeah, just laugh and enjoy the prospect from not being with them.
Yep. Oh, very much so.
Okay, there was one good question that we asked Addie last time, and would you like to take it from there?
Which one was it?
The island.
Okay, so like your officer team gets stranded on an island. What would everybody's jobs be?
Ooh. So Adam is like the handyman of our team.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of figured this out at State Fair this year because we're in charge of like cleaning up the FFA headquarters and like mulching the outside of it and everything ahead of time. Adam shows up full dad fit. He's got the hat, the sunglasses, the cargo shorts. He's got pliers on his belt. He's even got the phone holder on his belt. Like full tools, everything. So Adam would definitely be, if we're building things or needing to make a plan for something, that's Adam. He would definitely do that. Kelsey, she would be the morale boost. She'd kind of be like sit and look pretty, but like keep everyone happy, keep everyone getting along. She's very much a people person and like feel out your feelings, keep everyone doing well.
Yep.
I think Jagger would be our doomsday worrier just a little bit. He is like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? What are we gonna do next? But he would keep us prepared for every situation that could come at us because he would think of all of them and how something would go wrong. Oh, this is a good one. Cooper would try to build a truck out of something. If you guys know Cooper, he loves his truck. Like, that is his baby. He's on his third one. He sold his first one. Second one, he crashed.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he's on, his one he has right now. It is his baby. So he would probably be drawing a truck in the sand, I think.
So, like, you'd put him to work for an SOS sign and then just be a truck.
It would be a truck. Hannah would be cracking the whip, telling people what to do. That is very Hannah. We do our Clifton strengths as officers, and so she has command in her like top 5. So she would be like, "Okay, guys, this needs to be done right now. Here's the plan. This is how we're gonna do it." I would say I'd probably just be working on something of some sort. Like, I'm a very strategic thinker. So if you give me a problem, I'm going to think of it in 12 different ways in my head before I decide which plan to go forward with. And I'm not going to talk about the other plans. I'm just be like, okay, this is how we're doing it.
Yeah.
Because I can see like
Yeah.
you can see the holes in the plan before it even happens. So I think that's probably where I would be figuring that out. Oh, Jagger would also be growing us food. He is a turf grass major at Iowa State. He told us the other day, it was kind of funny, that grass obviously is very flexible.
Yeah.
And when it is fully hydrated, the little pores in it look like a smiley face. And then when it's dehydrated, they look like a frowny face.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Yes. Yeah. So that would also be his alley. I'd probably be helping with that as well. Laura, she might be singing. She'd be singing to keep... she would be singing to keep us all entertained.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think of, I can't think of what specific job she would probably be doing, but she'd find a way to help. She's very good in that of like, how can I help? Where do you need help? She would just be like all hands on board wherever she can help.
I was going to say, if she pulls a Julie, she'd be cooking.
Well, that too. She would also be cooking, keeping us fed. Nora's going to be our hype woman. She is very just like upbeat energy, like it's going to be okay. Let's dance it out. Throw a joke in there. Nora would very much keep it upbeat. I think is that everybody? No, Lindsay. Lindsay. Lindsay would have her lip gloss in hand. That is very much a Lindsay thing, and she would agree on that. If there was coffee there, she would have a coffee as well. I have no room to talk right now. But Lindsay would definitely be keeping, very much like Kelsey, keeping everyone together, keeping the spirits high, keeping everyone getting along, because you all know after so long with your teammates, like,
oh yeah,
this I love you all, but this is a lot of time together. So I definitely think she would be helping keep the peace, very much peacemaker. So that's kind of how we all differ. We have our people peacemakers, our hype people, and then we have like nose to the grindstone, figure it out.
Yep.
But it's a good flow of dynamic to keep us all working well.
Yeah.
I love how put together your answers were because there was so much the opposite last week or 2 weeks ago when we did
all
it.
over the place. Well, and we forgot one.
No, that was a different.
It wasn't like
episode.
last time, but we forgot one of our officers.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like we didn't do the shoot. We like
completely
like one of our advisors when she walked into the classroom the next day was like, "That's who we forgot." I was like,
"Oh,
yeah.
That's okay." Like, but we did the like, "Oh my God, we forgot," but it was like a different one of the officers, so we almost forgot 2 of them.
Yeah.
This sounds really bad, but have you all seen the officer suite before? Kind of how the desks are lined up with our faces.
Yeah.
Mentally, like, I send out one of the jobs of the president is send out a weekly email every Wednesday. It's called the Iowa Officers Weekly Address, and it's got like all the information for all the events coming up. And to make sure I have everyone, I go through the desks. It goes Adam, then Hannah, then Jagger, then Laura, then Nora, then Lindsay, then Cooper, then Kelsey. That's how you remember them all. In that order specifically, because I can visualize like their faces on the front of the desks.
Yeah.
That probably sounds
That's
horrible,
fair.
but it's like,
It's an easy way to remember.
yeah, it's a super easy way to remember, and then you don't forget anybody.
Yeah. That's a good strategy to have. I don't think there'd be any way we'd be able to do that, but yeah.
Yeah. You just need their faces around the room or something.
Yeah.
Just start putting them up in random places.
Just one on the wall, one somewhere else, throughout the building.
And then another question would be, like, what's the biggest challenge that you've ever had to face as like an officer, and then how did you handle it?
Ooh. There's a couple. One that I would say is like we get a lot of criticism. Like an insane amount of criticism. Just so many outside perspectives that whether it is from people in the industry, whether it is from students, advisors, parents of students, like from so many perspectives, because we're at this point in our life where I was elected as state secretary when I was 17. So not a legal adult, but I'm also not a child.
Yeah.
And you're asked as an officer to step into this role and be a full functioning, mature adult who can send professional emails, communicate with adults, act like an adult. But we also want you to be able to relate to high schoolers and be mature around them, but also still find a way to connect with them because you're their age. So I think we do get a lot of criticism, and that kind of came hard on me at first. And I'm like, oh, wait, what's going on? Like, so many people now have an opinion on me just because of now a title that we all have. And it's also hard when officers, like, I'm an exception to this, going on 2 years, but you're in that role for a year, you do it once.
Yeah.
It's like VPs plan a cult once. They plan a GFU once. They plan a district convention once. So it's not like they've had years and years of trial and error to say, oh, this didn't work last time. Let's go back through and we'll revise it for next time.
Yeah.
So kind of realizing, as an outside perspective, give these people grace. But then also, like, as a person, realizing that you're not going to please everybody.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to like you. You can try as hard as you would like. And that's also something personally that I've had, that it's okay that you're not going to please everybody. Not everyone's going to like you. And truthfully, we can all say, like, we don't get along or like every single person that we interact with. So it's kind of being able to take that step back from the criticism and say, if this is going to make me happy and it's going to make the people around me happy, I'm going to do that, because at the end of the day, who's going to remember in 20 years? Oh my gosh, did you know that Chloe messed up that word in her speech?
Yeah.
I sure hope nobody really does. But
Yeah.
just kind of looking at that criticism that you do get in a role like that, and that can go for any role throughout your entire life, but being able to find that balance in your teammates supporting you and like the outside noise of being able to tune it out. If that kind of makes sense and translates. It's a weird kind of spot to be, because you're expected to be an adult, but then also you're like a minor still. It's a weird transition point.
Yeah.
So.
And then kind of leading into this, what's like your favorite event that you've like had a hand in helping plan?
Oh. Just as state secretary last year, I didn't have to plan a GFU. I didn't have to plan a cult or a district convention, because I was an at-large. I didn't have like a district I was tied to. So I did help my teammates out when they needed it. Like, being from the southeast part of the state, I would always ask Cody, like, hey, what do you need help with? Where can I help? What do you want me to do? Same with some of my teammates. But state convention's fun. I'm a very strategic thinker, like I said. We take state convention, it's like one big chunk, and we break it down into like 1,000,001 other little chunks. As we always like to say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do you plan state convention? One step at a time. So we break that all down, and it is truly amazing to see, like, we have a master task list. So each officer gets 3 items on the master task list to complete for state convention, plus then, of course, state staff does a lot as well. and being able to see like the work that we are putting in and all of the hard work come together to create such an amazing event for members to get a positive experience from, and hopefully that they enjoy and say, like, I really enjoy this, I want to stay in FFA, this is really cool, like I should tell my friends to join FFA, and being able to see the hard work pay off and have other people get a positive experience from it. So I mean, I'm gonna plug state convention because I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
Yep. And then like with like CDE and LDEs, like what have you participated in, and like which one was your favorite?
So to kind of preface, my graduating class was 14 kids in high school.
Me too.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you get it. You get the tiny. You get the tiny. Okay. So we were not combined with anyone for an FFA chapter.
Oh.
So there was like 12 or 13 active my senior year. So creating teams are hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I had never competed outside of soils because that was a class that we took. Outside of soils, I've never competed in a CDE just because we didn't have the team, the numbers for it.
Mm-hmm.
LDE wise, it was easier because you can do individual events. You can do that. So we had a conduct team when I was in 8th grade, but it kind of fell apart. Sophomore year, we did program of activities. I didn't make it past sub-districts. It was kind of a last minute thing.
Mm-hmm.
Junior year, so kind of to take a step back, the Southeast District, before we just redistricted, we only had 3 sub-districts, Northeast, Northwest, and South. So instead of 2 from each sub-district moving on, 3 would move on.
Yeah.
Well, the year I did POA, there were only 3 kids that did extemp, so all 3 got to move on regardless of how they did.
Oh.
Okay.
So going into junior year, I was like, man, if I just do extemp, nobody does extemp, I'll just move on to districts. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that year, there was 4 or 5 of us that did it. And I remember it was just me and my advisor going to sub-districts competition that day. I'm like in the van Googling, what is extemporaneous speaking? How to do extemporaneous speaking. And I had 100 pages of research. Luckily, it was a topic that I could yap on, and I ended up winning sub-districts.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It worked out really well.
Well, yeah.
So then in between, I was like, oh, so this is in between sub-districts and districts. I was thinking, oh, okay, so this is really what it is. This is how I need to prepare, and I actually focused more on it. I went into districts, moved on to state. State, I was like top 4 or 5 in the state or something. Like it just happened to keep working on something that I thought I was just going to get an easy route out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was scared crapless going into it, but now I would preach doing extemp to quite literally anyone, because you never know what situation you're going to have to just like give a speech about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something. I mean, my professional and business speaking class at Iowa State right now, we have to do impromptu extemporaneous speaking.
Yeah.
So using those skills and seeing it translate it's pretty cool in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then my senior year, when I was running for state secretary, I did prepared public speaking. It was kind of on the back burner for me as sub-districts. I mean, you're prepping for districts. I'm also prepping for state officer interviews. I moved on from sub-districts. Districts, I still was using my note cards because I was that behind on prepping. Moved on from districts. And at state, I think I didn't, this sounds so bad. Anyone who's listening, please don't do this with your practicing. Your advisor might kill you. But I went like 3 weeks in between districts and sub-districts without touching it because I was working on interview prep the entire time. So I was just like, at that point, that was on the back burner, and I was more focused on, okay, writing my speech for state officer elections and focusing on that. Somehow I got 3rd at state. I moved all of my paragraphs around while speaking. And because it started with like the pros and then the cons, because I was talking about the carbon pipeline.
Okay.
And somehow, and one of the judges was going like line by line on my script too. So I'm like, I'm toast.
Yeah.
Somehow got that, and I had even forgotten part of the speech halfway through and like paused for a good amount of time and then got back with it. So somehow that worked out. I don't really know how it works.
Yeah.
You just keep rolling with it. But those are, I'd say extemp and prepared public are like my two little babies, because they're the ones that I took seriously.
Yeah.
Wish I would have taken other stuff a little more seriously at that point, but I'll plug those two any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's take a step away from FFA for a 2nd
Mhm.
and just get to know you.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna do a couple of weird questions that just cause. If you were to die tomorrow, what would be the first thing you do?
if I were to die, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
I knew I was dying tomorrow.
Yep.
I'd call my family. If I knew like I would call my family. Like, sorry guys if I tear up. I'm a very like emotional
Yeah.
person.
Mhm.
Like they are such a backbone in my life with like state office and traveling and everywhere. Like I I kind of don't like Ames because I'm not with my family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so they are like the backbone. Like I would call all of them and thank them for everything they've done in my
Mhm.
life and how much I love them. I mean, if I could, like I would want to drive home and give them
Yeah.
all a hug and like spend time with
Yeah.
them. Hug my cat. Probably have a bubbler. And do something maybe I've never done before. I mean, it's 4:12 in the afternoon. So if the clock ticked at 12 a.m., I don't have a lot of time, but I'd want to go like skydiving or something. You can skydive in Iowa.
Yeah.
Lindsay on the team, she wants to skydive as well. That just makes me think of it. But yeah, probably call my family. Maybe set, I don't know, a will, a little bit of like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is what I would want you to do with my things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really thought of that before. It's kind of a weird one.
Just for reference, this is very put together. The Addie, when we asked her, I don't even know how to explain it. How do you?
So she wants to fly to a beach,
Oh,
layer up in as many clothes as possible, and just lay there
layer up on a beach.
like snow pants.
Yes, but reflective on the outside, and she wants to go to eat as much as she can before.
You know what? Yeah, give me a tub of cookie dough, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because she, in her exact words, I think, was that she wants to be seen but not like recognized. So she wanted to be really big and reflective, but her face was like completely covered and it was like snow gear laying out on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have thought of that. That's actually kind of funny.
I wish
Wait.
she was in an egg class today because, like, she doesn't have egg this semester. But if you guys came next semester, she's such a personality and she's so funny.
She would wanna
Maybe
be
I'll
in-
have to introduce her to you.
Please do. In
At some point.
reflective clothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, she might get a little hot on the.
But she was also hoping that the waves just, like, washed her away.
Oh, okay.
Like, that type of thing.
Mhm.
Like, it's up until the last moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
then yeah, I could see the whole like waves wash me away.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the Dixie Chick song, "Cowboy Take Me."
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Probably just spend it with my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What other personal ones do we have? What superpower would you want? Or if you were like a superhero and you wanted a power of some kind, what would it be? And why?
Teleportation. I hate driving. I do so much driving that I'm like, this is like half my life now. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be driving home, say, last year I had a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. So like Monday night I would go to Sigma Alpha and then
Mhm.
I would drive the hour 45 home. And it would be like 10 o'clock when I'd get home. I'd get up, go to a chapter visit, drive right back to Ames for class the next day. So
Yeah.
I feel like I waste a lot of like my day driving when I
Mhm.
could be doing things. So
Yeah.
I'd want to teleport. It would just make life so easy. I'd never run
Yeah.
late again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Like I hit construction 4 times this morning on my way here.
There's so much construction around here.
71
I hit 2 on just the way here. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
teleportation 100% of the time.
Okay, and then with our chapter, one thing that anytime we're in a car or we're just bored, we'll play
Wavelength.
Wavelength.
Oh, yes.
But
And-
we do it like,
It's weird.
it gets weird. So, like,
Okay.
sometimes we add on questions. So, like, say I had a number and I got asked, like, who shows up to your funeral? And I say a teacher. They can ask, like, what teacher? Or what do they teach?
Oh.
To get, like, really into it type of thing.
So in branching off of that, one of the questions that, and after district office interviews,
Yeah, that's when we added the rules. Of
that's
you
when we
can
added the
continue
rules to
going.
that. And
It was
I don't remember who asked the question. I think it was you.
What?
Or somebody asked a question, and it was like, okay, so you died. You're at your funeral.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
And
that was me.
you're like sitting over the casket and you're watching everything go down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who would be the one person that you'd like that would show up, that you would be like surprised that they'd show up?
Based on your number.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
one example would be like the person that killed you.
Like one being the person that killed you, and
Mhm.
10 being like your
Oh, yep.
most
Mhm.
like your favorite person ever.
Mhm.
Who would I be most shocked?
Who would you be? Like
For my 10 or my 1?
you're 10.
My 10? No doubt my family again. They would be there.
Mhm.
Through and through.
Yeah.
We had my great aunt passed away. She would Memorial Day. It
Okay.
it was sudden. Nobody had guessed it was coming, and it was also the same day as her granddaughter's graduation party.
Oh,
So
no.
like it was hard because we wanted to make sure that the graduation party was not a I'm sorry that your family member passed away.
Yeah.
So it was like
Mhm.
everyone tried to hold it in.
Mm-hmm.
And she was loved by so many in the community that there was people waiting outside the funeral home. Like I think the wait was probably a good hour to get through for the service.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it just shows, like, I mean, granted, a whole chunk of that was my family. I've got to know 3 of my great grandmothers. 3, all 3 are still alive. One just turned 90, one will be 95, and the other one's 98.
Okay.
So, like, family, big component of
Mhm.
my life. So, like, no doubt they would all be there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt in my mind.
So, just keeping in the funeral line,
Mhm.
we were asked a question in actually our religion classes the other
Mhm.
day. What is the one thing that you want to be remembered for? So, like, if they're reading eulogies, what would be the one thing that you'd want them to say about you? Or just, like, say something happened and, like, obviously you're in a position where everyone knows you. You've got a fan page, in all
Oh
honesty.
my gosh.
Like,
The fan page is so bad. Oh, I don't even
Yeah.
know who runs it either. That's the like
Yeah.
that's the weird part. I have my suspicions, my arching suspicions, but still
Yeah.
figuring that one out.
But like with all that, who do you want to be who do you want to be remembered as?
It wouldn't even be like, oh, she was state president back when I was in high school. It would be I had a conversation with her and I could tell she cared. She
Mhm.
made me
Mhm.
feel seen and valued as a person. Like she genuinely wanted to have that conversation with me. She enjoyed getting to meet people that she was caring and kind.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I kind of said earlier with like the criticism, we all kind of worry, I think, about our own insecurities that we don't talk about. And I saw this TikTok the other day, and it was this guy reading a poem, and he said, when I was diagnosed with cancer at 11, these are some things I realized that when they lay you in the ground, nobody's going to remember that zit you had on picture day or the size you were or think about just like different things about us that we worry about every single day,
Mm-hmm.
but they're going to remember how you treated people
Mhm.
and how kind you were.
Mm-hmm.
If you were there for people, they're not going to sit and think about our insecurities. They're going to think about us and our soul. So I always would like to think that I want to treat people with kindness and be caring, even if maybe they weren't always kind and caring to me,
Mm-hmm.
but also know that like we're all human beings deep down and that
Yeah.
I would want to be known for being kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then to completely jump the ship of death and
yeah, we're just going
Death and
all full
funerals.
The other way.
we were talking about your SC and like before, and you said that you
Yeah.
have 5. What are the other ones other than the flowers?
So I have an entrepreneurial. It's technically, well, my sisters and I, we've kind of passed through. Like my older sister started mowing the ball field and park. We got like the mowing bids for them. She started mowing those when she was in junior high, and then like when she got older and she was a CNA, she passed it down to me. So entrepreneurial, just like lawn care, landscape, and then that has now since been at a halt. My younger sister does it now for her
Mhm.
project. The floral like the flower stuff. I work for a pink acai food truck called Bloom. I don't as much right now because I had an internship this summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this would have been my fourth summer working for her, so that's paid placement. I had a school-based enterprise. I ran our school greenhouse,
Okay.
and
Yep.
then also my entrepreneurial flowers. So like my placement flowers, and then entrepreneurial flowers, and then the greenhouse,
The
and
other
all
three.
that. Yeah, the other ones mixed in there.
Yep.
I just love how casually you're throwing out all these big numbers that like shock us. like
I'm
you
a-
reading off the ribbons, we were like,
The face. I was like looking over, and he was like, I would have thought you saw a ghost there for a second.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just shocking.
Just a lot.
What if I told you I had 110 flower entries last year?
Okay.
Yeah.
110.
Yeah. I don't know how my numbers. It was a harder year for like gladiolas, which is another flower that I show.
Mhm.
So I didn't have as many of those this year to set.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
casual numbers.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Small.
very type A if you can't tell.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
It's not very obvious at all.
No.
No,
No.
the color coded calendar doesn't give it away.
Wow.
I do have one though. I have a color coded one, and everything I have is a color, and it's all put down, so I don't have to list like what it is. I just have to list where and what time.
It makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
I did that for a week and then stopped because
He said no more.
Yeah.
No more.
He was like flexing that he got a calendar. I'm like, when was the last time you used it?
Like
Oh, a month
here.
ago. Okay.
Let me. Here's like a month view with colors.
oh my god.
So red is Iowa State, blue is FFA, purple's like family stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, where's mine? What month is the?
Mine's blank,
break?
so
he lives
I
day by day.
fly by the seat of my pants actually.
He just lives it freely and
Yeah.
goes with it.
Oh.
Yeah. Apple
Like-
calendar. Yes. Mm-hmm.
She's filled.
To the brim.
Yeah, because I got like blue is FFA, purple's personal, green is school, pink is band, red is work, orange is playing musical, brown is winter guard,
Just a few things you're involved.
and
with,
I
just a
did
couple.
have yellow, which was cheer last year. It might be added later, but currently I'm not in cheer. Just a few things.
Not busy at all.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
No, never.
Mm-mm.
Goodness, yeah.
Well,
What else?
I did hear that Laura walked in. That's who's out there. I
She
heard.
had called me, right? I'd changed and went back out to my car, and I get a call. She's like, "Are you still at the Ag building?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Are you going to be there in 30 minutes?" I was like,
Probably.
"Yeah." She's like, "Okay, I'll stop."
Yeah, we're not good enough for her anymore.
Yeah.
Not like we're busy or anything like that.
Well, no. Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
No, you're not busy. We're not busy. You know.
No, it just, we have so much free time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not booking out months in advance right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yep.
crazy to think we will start state convention prep. Like, I'll start setting state convention staff once we get back from national convention.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I won't be there, unfortunately.
Yeah, one either.
At nationals?
No, we can only go 2 years, and we went as
Ooh.
we both went as sophomores last
Yeah.
year. So
So I'm gonna go next year.
hopefully,
Yeah.
Banking on it.
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I guess building off the SAE stuff, I will be getting my American degree this year.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I kind of planned it out because it's an A to Z year and they do it by alphabetical by state. And I was like, okay, that's less time that I'm sitting there. Let's do that.
Mhm.
And then I get to wear it.
Yep, because most people look at the calendar and look at how they plan it and line it all up, so it's perfect for them.
And I'm already going to
Yep,
be there, so
right.
it just works well.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
yeah.
Like, I'm already going to be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably doing I would agree this year, and it's doesn't start with A's this year.
Yeah, it
starts
does.
With, it does.
Mhm.
It does start
So-
with A's. Okay.
Reading them last year, so Kelsey Greenslade, she's from ADM, which is in Adel. So she
Yeah.
was number 725 out of 726
Oh.
to walk across the stage.
Oh yeah.
So you're in luck this year.
Yeah.
You'll be early.
Maybe that's why we were sitting around. We were waiting for Laura anyways, so it didn't really matter. But I know, was it 2 years ago probably, that we were sitting there forever just waiting for the Iowa degree kids to be done so we could leave.
Yep, that checks out.
Yeah.
I'll be getting mine my senior year, hopefully. My shide's making me wait.
Oh,
What's
star.
that?
Yep. We were talking about that today, actually.
Oh boy.
We were
Of
talking about
course.
stars, and he's like, I'm making him wait. Senior, he's got it. Because you do soap?
Got milk soap. Yep.
Yes. Okay. He's like, agribusiness star. Let's go.
Yeah. Just need to keep track of my
The
records.
dynamic in our chapter, you just said like you say something you're going. We're told to do things in our chapter. Like he didn't announce sub districts or like he didn't announce like LDs at all because he already chose everybody where he wanted them. Like I'm not joking. He picks and chooses. Like his freshman when he walks in, like he has his freshman. You're being watched
Mm-hmm.
until and then he'll
taking
pick
notes.
and then he'll pick his conduct team. And like I've been talking our middle schoolers. I've been talking to him. He's like, yeah, she's gonna be on my conduct team, and she is. They're all the same year.
He wants
like-
to win.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's the funny dynamic of like, this is decided for you guys. I didn't go to a cult, a Green Hand Fire Up until I was a district officer. Same with like, I'd never been to a state CDE until
Yeah.
I was working as a state officer.
Okay. Yep.
So it's like a weird dynamic. People would always be like, oh, so what do we do here? And I'm like, I
Couldn't tell ya.
genuinely have no idea.
I've never been actually.
First time for both of us.
Yeah.
This is actually my first thing.
Yeah, believe it or not. I'm supposed to be running this, but I don't know how it runs. But we'll figure it out.
I'll just be told. It's fine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. I feel we should wrap that up because it is. We're supposed to keep it down to like half an hour episodes. We
Half an
got
hour,
40
45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because we had an incident with someone that you know very well that
It would
went, like
be like 12 hours.
Oh, it'd be way longer than that. If
Oh, yeah.
if possible, we'd probably be sitting here for 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
probably.
Oh wow.
Well, then there's Laura talking about everything in the room. What's that? Oh my God, this is soundproofing.
No. No, it's just like we get the right person in the chair and it's just like it's
Constantly
anything but
talking.
what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Like this was a very productive episode.
Yeah.
So we got all of our questions done within a certain time.
I have mastered. I always say I have a bad case of the yaps,
Mm-hmm.
and so like I've mastered like
Restraining.
get to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like keeping some details in there. At the
Yeah,
same time.
yeah.
Mhm.
You gotta set the scene, give the details, and then to the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I guess is there anything else you all would like to ask me? State president, personal, flora, flowers. I guess I have floriculture, college. I don't know.
I don't know. I think we pretty much. hit-
I bet once we
Hit every
wrap
point.
this, we will.
I'm
but-
probably gonna be thinking of one on my way to work, but
Yeah, you're gonna be like, oh,
Oh shoot.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Ag Leaders on Air. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation on our side of the agricultural world. If you have any questions or want to get in touch with us, feel free to reach out to us at agleadersonair@gmail.com, and you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook to stay updated on upcoming episodes and some behind-the-scenes content. Thank you for watching.